And we got more and more and more and more. This is from December 5th, 2022. And I started well before that as well, but this is everything I collected: 1 minute stuff, 5 minute stuff, 15-minute stuff. So you see how important data is. Like this, I don't do this shit by accident. Like I collect data. I've been collecting data. I always do it. Good morning, fam. How we doing? Yes, sir. First off, I want to start by thanking everybody because the last couple videos, even videos from a week ago or so, man, they have been going up and up and up, and I just appreciate y'all for tuning in. So thank you for that because, I do this out of genuine interest, and I want to be able to help people. And I appreciate y'all at least tuning in and looking at, even if you don't watch the whole video, I really appreciate y'all trying to put as much value and information in these videos as possible. With that being said, I'm going to start dropping a lot more videos that are very informative. And if for some reason you guys want me to make a course like kind of mini series, or just start a free course on YouTube, let me know down in the comments right now. Just real quick, pause the video and let me know in the comments right now that you want me to start a course. Just put down there like course, type in course or something, and I'll just do a free course on YouTube. I'll do video by video starting from the very basic, and they'll be really short videos because I want to just get to the point, show you the thing, and then you'll have something where you could just go and really figure out and see everything. So I want to do that, and I'm gonna do that for y'all. But let me know if that's something y'all want. If we get like 10 to 15 people in the comments that want this course and they say yes, then we'll do it. If for some reason we don't, then we probably won't do it. I'll just keep posting videos. But other than that, we today we took some NAS buys. Yesterday market was a very rough day. I actually lost like a lot of my 50K, and it was tough, man. So I'll explain that to y'all later in my video. I'm not gonna go too much into it, but I do want to be transparent and show y'all what happened. Like it's better I could just show y'all later on there. So we're gonna come out with a nice video today. Today's video is gonna be like utilizing supply and demand on the buy and sell side, and my exact strategy, how I do it. I want to go through my whole plan with y'all and just show y'all like, hey, get y'all all the sauce, because y'all can't take from me. I earn my profits in the market. Whatever God has for me, I'll have, and I want to be able to help people, and that just because I'm helping and providing value and giving you guys information does not mean it's going to take from me. So I'm going to do that today, so stay tuned. It's going to be a little bit different video. I have a couple clips in here of me talking, but other than that, we're going to get on the charts later, and I'm going to break everything down to y'all and also show y'all the trade that I took today and how we capitalized on plus 600 or 700 on the day. Alrighty. What's up, fam? So we are breaking down my plan today. I do apologize for the long-winded time on the videos. I just been really busy getting stuff together, trading, working, all that good stuff. So sometimes, and yesterday, man, I was super tired on Sunday, but today is Monday, July 1st. We're gonna break this video down. All it's gonna be is my exact plan and how I trade, man. I want to give it to y'all. I can't give y'all like everything I do because you won't understand it, and it's too much for me to actually explain. But the real basics that y'all could go collect data on is super important. So a lot of people don't collect data. And when you collect data, what you essentially do is you back test or you forward test. And when you back test, you say, for example, I'm back testing this, I take buys in this level, do this, and then I'll mark up my charts in the way I need to mark it up, put some nice little like text down, like blah, 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 blah. And then I'll screenshot it over here or copy it or download it into my computer, and then that way I could go back in time and actually look at that. So what I'll actually do once we get through this video is I'll show y'all all the data I collected and show you like the severity of what I mean. Like I'm not playing, like you need to collect data. So essentially what I do want to show y'all is how I actually trade, and let's go find a couple things. So the most recent thing that I actually traded was this level here. Now I am trading this on futures, so it's a little bit different chart. Like this low actually swept this, and potentially like this low, I mean this high is gonna keep us bearish because we're at the 20,000 level. But essentially what I'm doing first is I'm always looking at my daily levels. I want to know where the market is potentially headed. What are we going at? As you can see, like we're bullish, right? But a lot of people don't realize like all of this really don't matter right now because this is a ways away. What's really important on a daily level is the most recent candles. And Yeah, these are today's candles, you know, the last couple of days. This is right now candle. But what you want to understand is you want to really be like, okay, if we were looking at this level, this candle tagged this level on this day, right? So we go to that day. I actually took buys from here. So all I want to do is look at the daily to 4 hours, see what we're looking at. I want to refine my levels a little bit better, see what we could get out of it. This was on a Monday, this level. So this was a Friday or Sunday night. So Sunday night going into Monday, this push actually happened. So we don't actually have to worry about that. And then coming into, it actually happened on Monday. So we don't actually have to worry about this push that much. So all I want to essentially do is refine this a little bit, right? Really quick, boom. I see that we did take a low. The best time to take a counter trend trade or a reversal trade is when the demand or supply is already taken, or potentially we just wanted to sweep these equal lows down here and actually go up. So me, I'm not really forecasting what's going to happen or how it's going to happen. I'm looking at what I see on the daily level. I know we're at this daily level. We did just take out some lows here. We still got this level down here that we can refine it to. And we know that this level was the start of our consolidation, and they gave us a nice push to the upside. They get mitigated, but this is still a range of demand, right? So we essentially tagged into this range of demand, and what we seen on here was a nice. This is what I'm looking for, y'all. I look for three things, and I'll write it down for y'all. I'm looking for a sweep. Let me actually do that over. I'm looking at time, a sweep of liquidity, and a break of supply. Oops, of supply or demand, right? If I get these three things, and this is a hierarchy, I want these three things. This is what I need to enter a trade. If I don't have these things, I cannot enter a trade. It's just pointless for me. Now, on NAS, this actually did not sweep this low, right? But on MNQ, it actually did, as you can see here. So I utilized them both, right? Because sometimes one of them won't work. So this is that same price action, and we actually swept this low right here, as you can see. So if we go back to NAS in that same area, that shows me like, cool. On MNQ, we might not have done it on NAS, but we actually swept it on there, right? So yeah, time is the most important, but we essentially look at time last. We pay attention to time when we want to enter the trade, right? Because if I could get a nice level of supply or demand, right? But if the time is not valid, right? This is a nice level, decent levels of supply that gave us a nice push. Price get to this level at 5 in the morning, 3 in the morning. It ended up, it gave a reaction and everything, but it wasn't the push that we was looking for. Or if you wanted to buy or something, that's not what we really want. So time is the most important, but we start with our sweep of liquidity and break of supply and demand. So on M&Q, we did get a sweep of liquidity. We got a break of supply because this made a low. Now on this one, it didn't, but I actually was paying attention to my M&Q chart, but I'm just doing it on NAS because yeah, I'm trading NAS. So essentially we get that break of supply that actually let me go to M&Q. So we get a break of supply, right? We remember we in our demand over here to the left, right? Somewhere over here, remember that. And we get a break, we get a sweep, we get a break of supply right here, which made our low. And all I want to do is look for a valid entry. Now, I used to trade like this, that I wanted this entry, this was the best entry for me. And if I don't get this entry, I'm not getting it. But now I completely add midnight price, Asia midline, things like that. So this entire level becomes a sweep. I mean, not a sweep. This becomes a supply demand flip, right? So this was a supply zone. It is now a demand zone, right? When price gets to that level, all I want to do is look for a nice rejection. So price came right here and I entered right here on this candle and I put my stops right down here. And the reason now, the beginning of the trade, I put my stops here. Once the trade started moving, I put my stops here. And the reason is because I wanted to mitigate risk and also I knew I was going to scale in. So when price actually hit this level, it gave a little reaction. I'll move this other way. It gave a little reaction, which I liked. It actually pushed lower, which I really like because it tagged as midnight price perfect. And I wanted to see the rejection of that. We got a perfect rejection of it. And as soon as this candle went up and came back to this level, I scaled in again. So I got another trade and that trade went straight to my exit and I got out. I didn't have to deal with this pullback, which was a beautiful trade as well. It was just later in the day. I didn't have to deal with that because I just followed my plan and executed it to a T. I wasn't greedy. I wasn't looking for the Asian highs, which I knew we could have got. I wasn't looking for this here. I wasn't looking for these highs, this Asia highs that I knew we could have got. I just stayed patient, took my trade, got out, found a beautiful exit, which could be considered a nice level of supply right here too, because a huge move came from there, but we ended up eventually pulling back, you know, reacting from that supply level, but eventually going through there. So that's how I started from that daily level all the way down to this. I just want my sweep of liquidity, my break of supply and demand. I look at time, which I didn't really mention. I trade 7 to 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, but this trade is key level. So I entered here, right? This is at the 7 o'clock time, but this candle closed at 8. It closed at the top of 8 o'clock. As soon as 8 o'clock hit and we was sitting here, I liked the level and I said, you know what? 8:30, we're gonna potentially get a huge move going into 9:30 stock market open. So I utilized time to my advantage in that situation. I didn't wait because I knew time was gonna eventually push me and propel me either into my direction or against me. So I got in here at 7 something. It was probably like 7:55 or something, closer to 8. I know when price was down here, it rejected. And that rejection of not closing inside of this supply demand zone, supply demand flip was also key. As you can see, no candles closed in this level, it was all wicks. If this candle would have closed here, I would have been I probably would have get out the trade and re-entered or something, or waited for some type of rejection. So it's just being patient and understanding like what you're looking for and then going from there. And then another trade in this area that I took that was really, honestly, it was quick and smooth. I'll show you that really quick. Where is this? That was that. Okay, cool. So this trade here, was it this trade? Oh yeah. So I call this a breaker entry, and I use midnight price for this as well. So, and I use time, of course. So we see this level of here is like a nice little order block, basically, if you want to consider it. I like this level. I want to see this level of demand hold. It didn't. It actually broke. Once it broke, what time is it? 7:15. We come up to here at 7:45, and then right at 8 o'clock, this candle start to break below, right? Once this candle breaks below, all I'm looking for is that close below this candle. As soon as the candle closed below this candle, I'm entering on the high of this candle. So if this candle ended up coming way up here, I would have entered and put my stops right above this candle right here, as you can see. And then all we were doing was targeting this candle's low right here. This like fake demand zone right here. And that's all we needed. A bunch of other stuff happened, but price went right to that level and we entered here. It was a nice 1 to 2 point something, right? This small trade in here, just simple, really, right? Now you might say, hey, where's the sweep of liquidity? Where is the break of supply and demand? Where is the time theory in there? Okay, let me show you. So this is our liquidity rested right here, right? Asia lows, right? We also have this low here rested as liquidity as well, because this is a stronger level. We got a pull back here. It just made a low right here. This low is really insignificant. Didn't really do too much, but it did propel us. But this is the true low that propelled us. So this low will potentially become liquidity once this low fails. I can't really explain that right now, but it's a liquidity concept that I could explain in a further video. So all we looking for was, if this level was to hold, then I would have potentially said, all right, we might take these highs and then the next demand level will sell off. Well, what happened was we tapped into a level over here, right? A level of supply of some sort. It is a nice imbalance, some liquidity right here. So we took these Asia highs and these equal highs here. We took these Asia highs and equal highs here. We pushed up, pushed down. That is a liquidity sweep in itself, right? This on a 1 hour or 4 hour, that candle probably looks something like this, where you got like a long bottom and then a large top like this, right? It just swept liquidity, right? That's what that candle probably looked like. It was a push up and then close way down here, right? Push up, close way down here. That's my sweep. Now I just needed my break of demand. Well, this is my break of demand. Well, up here, do I believe price could? Yeah, I believe price could come up here. But do I believe price wants to take this liquidity and this liquidity first? Potentially. So let's see if we do. Now, putting my stops here is very risky, but this is called a breaker entry. So same thing we did on the last one, where it's a supply demand flip to a buy. This is a supply demand flip to a sell, right? So technically, if I were to bring this to this candle's high right here, open right here, price should not go above this level if we are going to push down. And when we enter right here, like we did, and then put our stops right here, we, a little tighter, you could have put it here. This is the trade. This is it, right? This is all you really want. Everything I'll show you as far as the entries and exits is pretty clean. You know, we get filled in other areas, but this is a concept. We might get filled here, we might get filled up here on this candle or something, but this is what I've been trading. So this is how I caught this sell. And I don't need to deal with this monster move or something that I know potentially price is going to go way down there, but I don't need that all the time, right? So another example, let's see where we got. Did we take these buys? Did we take these buys? Let me go back to the hour on M&Q. I believe we did take buys. Oh, yeah, we did take buys right there. So we took these buys as well. Damn, I remember that. So we took these buys right here. Same exact thing. I'm just looking for a break of supply, a demand. And I just expected this level to hold, right? So this trade was a little more risky for the buy side, but we wanted to sell right into this level. I knew they wanted to sell into this level to see if this level would give a rejection. So we ended up catching this trade like this. I think I broke this straight down and we got out right there at the midnight price. So it was a one candle, right? One candle. But if we go back to the 15-minute reasoning behind it, it's just because this low is really, really clean, but it's also imbalanced in here. So technically, if we look at this candle high right here, this order block, like if you want to call it that, look at that, right? So when price got there, as soon as we got this rejection, I seen price pushing, pushing, pushing. I got in like right here, pushed in, draw down a little bit, and then we got out right here, right? Really, really simple trade. But the reason I took it is because this level swept what? Liquidity, right? Swept liquidity. What else it do? Broke supply, right? This nice level of supply it broke, right? This was a level that what took a low. This was a strong level. So if this level took that, this is a strong level. So we should get some sort of reaction or bigger move from this level. So taking the sales into that, cool. Low risk. Taking the sales into that, we made some good money. I think this was like our $500 day on 100K, something like that, or $600 day. And it was like 900 total on both accounts. But we pushed down here, and then this buy was very, very like, it was a large, like, like my stops was initially here. Like that's what I was like risking wise, right? But I pulled them here and I wasn't able to scale in at all, but it just went straight to our level. But we swept liquidity, we broke supply, or we looking for a break of supply and demand, but we broke supply at this point. And what are we doing? The last thing we need, the most important thing is time. Look at this, 9 o'clock a.m. This one, entry at 8:15, beautiful entry. Time is amazing, right? A little bit more risky, breaker block, but I've seen it enough, I've done it enough. But this one, 9 o'clock with a beautiful rejection. If we were to line it up with this low, because this is going to be internal liquidity. If we brought it to this imbalance, we got a beautiful imbalance right here and align with this order block, push down, push up. It's just a beautiful trade and we go there. So that was that trade. And then this trade here, this was risky. And I'll show y'all everything. Like I want to show y'all my risky ones, but it always aligns with my plan. So again, let's look at what we got. We got a nice level of demand here. We got a nice level of demand here, right? Why? Because big move, come back, respect it, mitigate. Where was our last mitigation? Right here in this wick or this candle, I guess. That's where it reacted from. And you pull that over. So we want to get to this candle because before all this happened, this little low right here and stuff, this was all open. This Asia liquidity, right? This Asia liquidity and these lows of liquidity. So I wanted to go grab that. I believe the market wanted to. Now, initially what I did was get in buys here. I remember right on this candle and I put my stops right here, right? Because I've seen it enough. Now, my target was up here, which was a supply level up here, right? Price pushed up and before price actually pushed up, I broke even. So we was already here before the time came about. 8:15, we was already here. I broke even because I wanted to see if we was going to take the Asia lows first, which I was right in doing. And it was Friday. I wasn't being greedy. So we broke even, took a break even on this trade. As soon as this candle pushed, it wasn't like this initially. It wasn't like this. It was really like wicky like this. So essentially what this candle did was get buyers in, bunch of people, and wanted to take them out, but then it started playing with sellers because it would reject off the midnight price, make it seem like buyers is going to step back in. So a lot of people was doing this, entering right there and looking for that. I wanted to say, hey, where's the liquidity to buyers? So when price come here, I wanted to see a rejection back to this level, which was in this one candle. And then I enter right here. and all I wanted was the Asia low. So we entered somewhere up here, no drawdown whatsoever, and then right, oh, I had this candle low right here, we got out. And then I got scale ins like here, and I got a scale in here. So I think it was like a total of 3 contracts, and we made like 500 on the day. It was like 489 or 79, something like that. It was a beautiful trade, but that's more risky. But again, sweep of liquidity, break a demand, right? I was anticipating to break a demand, right? Because we got liquidity sitting down here, targeting liquidity. And then when was this candle? 8:30. So the time was perfect. So remember, everything that I do, though it might not look exactly the same, all these trades are equal. All these trades are the same exact thing all the time, right? And then today on gold, which I'll show y'all really quick. Today on gold, where is it? Okay, cool. So today on gold, we caught this trade, right? This is a beautiful trade. Now let me go back to the 4 hour. Remember, we looking at our 4 hour. We like, okay, what's going on? Well, essentially what we just did was we got a supply level here. The supply level got swept, which I was like, okay, well, we might be bullish. So the supply level got swept, this high got swept. Boom, right? So I don't pay attention to gold all the time, but I also know that this demand level, which took this high, which was a strong demand level, obviously, because it took a high, ended up failing. It actually, the low got taken. As you can see, it didn't close below there, but it got taken. So me, I like to see that because I know I can at least get reactions potentially, and sometimes it don't work out. But more than not, I got data on that actually working. So we know that we gotta sweep a liquidity, we gotta break a demand. We go back to our 1 hour, and this is our level. So this price was here all morning before I was actually ready to take trades. And I just waited patiently for my time to happen. So I'll go to the 15-minute to show. So price came here. We also got a sweep of liquidity here, a break of demand here. We push down, we take the lows. So all this internally becomes liquidity, right? We don't pay attention to this stuff. We don't care about that, right? We know that this is all liquidity is being exercised. We want this extreme level to get tagged. We could refine it if we want to this imbalance. Soon as like 8:15 hit right here on this candle, and I started to see it push, I got right in the market. Really simple. There's nothing to it. Like it's just get in where you fit in, and we target in. On my 100K, this is all we took. I believe it was right to the low right here. So that got smacked immediately. And then on the 50K, we took this one. So basically same trade. Got in here. The 50K was a better entry. So we got in here on a 50K, and then we actually got out when it where is it? Right at the same level. So we did get out at the same level as the 100K, and then we rescaled in on the 50K right here on this candle, and news came out, and I put my stops there, and then we got out like right there, like a nice little scalp 1-on-1, and that smacked too. So again, sweep of liquidity, break a demand or supply, whatever it is. In this case, is demand. We mitigate a level of supply, that extreme level, and then which is something that's more in tune with my strategy. And then time was there, 8:30. We started to see a nice push, and I took it on a 1 hour, and it was one candle. Like one candle, push lower, took me out. Retrace, got back in, push lower, and it didn't take Asia lows, which is gold is known for, and it's really really annoying. But overall, it was a nice trade, and that's really my plan. That's my strategy. That's how I do it. So I hope this video help y'all. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about it. And just take this, use it, collect data. Let me show you my data really quick. So really quick, here's all my data. So don't worry, I do not use none of these channels. These just channels that I accumulate over the years, but some of them mine. But this is all of my data that I collected, and this is like, oh man, we got more and more and more and more. This is from December 5th, 2022. And I started well before that as well, but this is everything I collected: 1 minute stuff, 5 minute stuff, 15-minute stuff. So you see how important data is. Like this, I don't do this shit by accident. Like I collect data. I've been collecting data. I always do it. I mark them up. I learn new entries. I learn new stuff. FU entry. This is a fuck you candle on the 1 minute. Right. I collect complete data and mid time frame level stuff that I do a lot now that help me get funded. Like you see the notations on there, like this is stuff we do. So I want y'all to like really like understand that collecting data is really important. I still got some other stuff, even just like making sure before I trade stuff like US 30 or gold, making sure that utilizes my setup, getting enough information on, okay, does this actually present my setup? How often does it present my setup? Going to find it, going back in time, going to find it. This is how you collect data. This is the most important thing. No matter what, this is an OTE entry by ICT that I don't use it at all, but I've gathered data on it and done some stuff. So all this to say is you could propel yourself and propel your journey if you just take time to collect data. You could be in this for 3 months, 2 months, 1 month, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is. If you're not profitable yet or making money or some sort or funded, whatever it is that you want to do, collecting data is going to help move you closer to that goal a lot faster. So it's something that you definitely want to do. Let me know down in the comments if you collect data. And if I'm happy to like really share my data with people. So if that's something y'all want to do eventually, we got to get this to like 30 comments, probably like 100 likes, and I'll share it and really give y'all information, let y'all see what I do, how I do it, and my data will become y'all's. But we got to get to 30 comments, 100 likes, and I'll definitely be happy to do that. But just let me know what y'all think. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe button, and I'll see y'all soon.